This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
For your information, one of our guests today is a mother of a child living with autism. She's hoping to help others and spread the word during Autism Awareness Month. Welcome to FYI on this Tuesday. Thank you for watching on SSPTV and on SSPTV.com. Let's get to our headlines from FYI News 13 and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Hazleton Area School District has posted an update on its search for a new superintendent on the district's website. According to the update, a total of 9 applications were received for the post. After reviewing the applications, the Board of Education will now interview 4 candidates this Thursday. This first round will consist of a question and answer session with the board along with the district's human resource director and solicitor. The statement on the website goes on to say that a second round interview will be scheduled and it will involve participation from a representation of all district stakeholders. If you are interested in participating in the second interview, you are asked to contact HR Director Jackie McHale, and you can call at 570-459-3111 extension 3122, or you can use the email that's up on your screen. The search was triggered after current superintendent Dr. Francis X. Antonelli announced his retirement at the end of this school year. An elementary school teacher in the Tamaqua Area School District is one of 12 finalists in the running for Pennsylvania's Teacher of the Year. Jolene Barron is a 3rd grade teacher at Tamaqua Elementary School. She is also the teacher who recently motivated her social studies class with a project to collect postcards from all 50 states. That idea generated 1,500 postcards for the class. A native of Tamaqua, Barron has been teaching for 15 years. The winner of the state contest will be announced in December and then go on to the National Teacher of the Year contest. Everyone here at FYI wishes Miss Barron the very best of luck. Longtime Hazel Township Solicitor Attorney Charles Pedri has resigned. Township supervisors voted unanimously last night to accept the resignation. Pedri served the township for 22 years. Pedri was suspended in January after more than $105,000 was reported missing from an escrow account. The account was repaid in full, and Pedri cited a misunderstanding and errors made by his office. The matter was referred to Luzerne County District Attorney's Office. It's a diagnosis that can change the life of an entire family: autism. Tonight, Lisa Sugar talks with a mother who knows firsthand what that diagnosis means, and she hopes that her story can help others.
As we've been reporting, April is National Autism Awareness Month, and right now I am pleased to be joined by a lady who has a son who has been diagnosed as being on the autism spectrum. Pleased to welcome to our studios Crystal Hartley, a concerned parent who wants to share her story and encourage other parents that early intervention is the key. Thank you so much for being here to share your story with us.
Thank you for allowing me to be here. I just wanted to stress the importance of early intervention. With our son, he is on the autism spectrum. We noticed signs before the age of 1. So we were lucky enough to catch them at an early age, and he has been involved with Hazleton, Luzerne County early intervention. He's now 5 and will be starting kindergarten, but he's been receiving occupational therapy, physical therapy, and speech for the last 3 years, and we've seen a tremendous progress. So I want all parents to know, you might think, could my son, he's not reaching his milestones. Early intervention is key for the development of your child.
But this is difficult for a lot of families because maybe not everyone agrees when they see that a child isn't hitting those milestones. We were talking earlier, some say, well, he's a boy, so sometimes boys progress slower than girls. So did you hear all of that, and did you experience all of that?
Yes, we did. We even heard, he could just be lazy, which I understand how a baby could be lazy. Don't compare him to his older brother. But, having a child that was 2 years older, I kept saying, Lucas is not sitting, Michael was sitting at this age, or, he was able to walk at this age. And, I just went with my gut, and I knew something was wrong. And I'm so glad I brought it to my pediatrician's attention. And, she did agree that maybe we need to have Lucas evaluated. So at the age of 1, he was evaluated, he qualified for services, and he's been receiving them since 1, and he's now 5. So he's made a lot of progress. That's why I cannot stress enough, if you think there's any signs, autismspeaks.org is a great website to go to, and it has a checklist of things that you can look for. But, mention it to your pediatrician. Luzerne County has been great with providing us the assistance that we need.
How important is it that this month is recognized as Autism Awareness Month to get the word out? Because maybe people are experiencing similar circumstances and didn't even consider thinking of autism.
Autism awareness, I can't express enough. Like this month, I feel like, not a lot of people talk about autism, and it's such a wide spectrum. No two children on the spectrum are going to be alike. So you might see a show or hear about a child who's nonverbal, who has outbursts, and you could say, well, my child doesn't do any of that. He's not autistic. But, there could be high-functioning autism. There's Asperger's. There's pervasive developmental disorder, which is what Lucas is diagnosed with. So there's many ranges. So it's very important, to be proactive so you could get your child the care that he or she needs.
Well, I'd like to thank you for coming in and sharing your story. And hopefully out there, if there is someone watching this who maybe is in the same position that you were a few years ago, you'll consider that there could be a problem. Maybe there isn't. But if there is, probably the best advice is to check it out with your doctor and see if indeed there is autism in the family, or maybe it is nothing at all. But either way, we just want people to be aware. This is Autism Awareness Month. And if you have any concerns, your best advice is to question it.
Thanks, Lisa. We'll see you again soon. SSPTV and our media partner, the Hazleton Standard Speaker, will present Let the People Know to introduce you to the candidates running for Hazleton City Mayor in the upcoming May 19th primary election. All 4 primary candidates have agreed to participate. SSPTV CEO Sam Lassant Sr. will serve as the moderator with questions from Standard Speaker Managing Editor Mark Ketcher and FYI producer Lisa Sugart. Let the People Know will be a 1-hour-long program live on April 20th at 7 p.m. with several rebroadcasts. Coming up next on FYI, I'll give you the forecast from the National Weather Service. Janine Mazurkevich hosts our Care for Kids segment, and Lisa previews the upcoming Art Youth Expo in Hazleton. In sports, we'll go to the Baseball Expo featuring the Hazleton Area Cougars and the Wyoming Valley West Spartans.
This is FYI News 13, brought to you by SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We're back here at Brandon's Forever Home, located on Church Street in Hazleton. We're with Lori O'Gurkis, the founder, and we really want the public to know what this house is all about and what its meaning is, not only to Hazleton, but to all of Luzerne County. We're standing in the teen girls room because all of these rooms are designated. So talk about that.
Yeah, we designated each room because I saw what the need was within children within our community, and I wanted them to have a really special experience that they get to shop in a boutique-like setting for items that are new or next to new at any time. And when the children come, the first thing they ask is first of all, they're flabbergasted that it's for them. Mm-hmm. Then once they get past that, they'll ask, well, how many can I take? And I said, you can take whatever you need. And they cry. They'll start crying. And then I start crying. And I'm like, it's okay, it's okay. And you come back whenever you want. And they just fall in love with it. And to see it happening and to see their joy and to see their happiness, it just, I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be able to experience it with them.
So if anyone has, old prom dresses, or even older girls who have dresses that they wore once and they're like, what can I do? Because you don't want to just scrap them. You want to do something good with them. Could they contact you?
Absolutely. Bring your dresses to Brandon's Forever Home. We have a whole platform set up with mirrors. It's going to be going up any minute that the children can, especially the young ladies, get to pick out a dress to wear. And we make sure that they can attend prom. They don't have to worry about money as far as the tickets, the dresses, the purse. It's the least we can do. There's enough excess within the community that I know everybody has something in their closet that if they just go in and reach for it, that's how this house works. Yeah. So.
We have plenty of volunteers, and the house is actually open on certain hours if you want to stop by.
Sure, we're open Monday, Wednesday, and Friday from 10 to 3, evenings by appointment, and Saturdays at 9 to noon. And that's typically the drop-off day because we have a lot of volunteers scheduled that day, so we can go through the items, make sure that they are acceptable for our kids, and then we get them whether into the rooms or into storage, depending upon how many quantities of items we have at the time.
Great. Get involved with Brennan's Forever Home. We accept all kinds of volunteers.
We accept all kinds of volunteers, and there's so many ways to do it. You can come into the house. We're having a mentorship program for our older children, and the county is paying for your background clearances. So it's like a Big Brother, Big Sisters program, but it's for the aging out foster care population that I see that they really do need a mentor in life. So there's so many ways that you can help children in need.
Great. Great things happening right here in your hometown, Hazleton. Get involved with Brennan's Forever Home and stay local here in your community. We'll see you next week right here in Hazleton.
Time now for FYI News 13 weather.
It can't be sunny and 70 every day in good old PA. Just think how boring our weather shots would be. Today wasn't a bad day, but tomorrow looks better. Before we get there, let's take a look at tonight on our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tonight will be cloudy and then partly cloudy tonight. Low around 37 degrees as it clears up a little bit, leading us to a sunny Wednesday on the extended forecast. It will be sunny with a high near 61 degrees. Wednesday night looks clear and cool with a low of 37. Thursday, the sun sticks around and we'll have a high of 57 degrees. Thursday night showers move back into the area, 40% chance. Late at night, low around 42. Friday, a chance of showers, 50% chance, high of 59. Friday night, 30% chance of showers, low of 45. Saturday, 30% chance of some rain, mostly cloudy with a high near 62. And then Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a low of 38 degrees. Tonight's weather is brought to you by Boyer Insurance Agency with 2 locations to serve you. One location is in Cunningham on Sugarloaf Avenue. The other location is in Nescapec on Broad Street. You can call Boyer Insurance in Cunningham at 570-788-3543 and in Nescapec at 570-752-7683.
Well, this Friday and Saturday marks the wonderful Art Youth Exhibit 5, AYE 5 as it's more commonly known. And here back to tell us more about what is going to be taking place over this 2-day extravaganza of the arts is Dr. Carl Frankel, a professor at Penn State's Hazleton campus and also a coordinator of AYE 5, and his cohort in crime here, Gina Dignazio, an artist and also coordinator of the event. Gina, this is celebrating art. It's a wonderful 2-day thing that happens throughout the downtown. So if people want to know, what will I see when I come to AYE starting this Friday? So let's give them a little sample of what they'll see.
Well, we have artwork dispersed all throughout the different buildings on Broad Street. We have our main gallery show at the Hazleton Art League, but we also have a couple other places, such as Jimmy's Quick Lunch, Felon's Jewelry, Frankie's Pizza, just to name a few places that will have their own mini art exhibit. We also got a lot of participation from the local public schools. Their artwork's going to be hanging in window displays along Broad Street, Tara Toohill's office, the Chamber of Commerce. Basically, any place that has giant windows, we gave them a phone call and said, can we put some artwork in there? So it's good. It's pretty exciting.
Well, that sounds wonderful. So it's really a great way to come out and enjoy walking around downtown Hazleton, but taking in some beautiful art sites and seeing the wonderful talent. And in addition to the great art, there's going to be other things like wonderful music as well.
Lots of music. Yes, we have a very ambitious music coordinator, a young man named Ted Hazard, who's part of the local music and art scene himself. And we're having something I guess you might consider a variety show, a bunch of different acts at the Active Adult Center on Saturday afternoons. There'll be music there and dancing. One of our favorite activities on Saturday afternoon, it's been a big hit every year, is the fantasy makeup show put on by the cosmetology students at the Career Center.
I could say it's wonderful. I've seen it. It's really fantastic.
Everybody who's seen it is impressed, yes. The kids really put their heart and soul into it. And we like to say that we're almost free. There are things that you can buy, but you can spend the whole time there and enjoy yourself for free. And we're family friendly. You can bring your children and feel secure that they won't be exposed to anything you'd rather them not be exposed to. And we're fun.
Well, that's all you need to tell everybody is that it's fun. There's so much happening. And if people want a list of what's going on, they should stop by the Art League when it gets underway and pick up a program that'll tell you where everything is, right?
Yeah, we're going to have a booth at the Hazelton Art League that will have a list of the different venues and the activities and the times they're taking place. I'd also like to add that for any information in the meantime, you can go to our Facebook page. We have one for the Hazelton Art League. We also have a Facebook page for Art Youth Expo.
All right. So everything will be listed there that you need to know. We wish you tremendous success. We hope that the weather cooperates and that so many people come out and enjoy the arts walking around through downtown Hazelton. It should be a wonderful event for those who are very artistic and those who want to be.
Thanks, Lisa. Make sure you check out the Ken Kara coloring book exhibit. I'm just kidding, I'm not a youth or an artist, and I didn't win the lottery because I didn't play. If you did, here's your midday winning lottery numbers on the green screen. Pick 2, 2-1, pick 3, 735, pick 4, 0947, and pick 5, 64804. We have extra innings baseball when we come back on FYI.
This is FYI News 13 Sports.
Undefeated, Hazelton area, Wyoming Valley West, sports. These words should pump up fans in this area no matter what season it is. Yesterday, the Cougars and the Spartans met on the diamond, and only one would come away still unbeaten and on top of the Wyoming Valley Conference Division I standings. It was shaping up to be a pretty comfortable day at the park for the Cougars. David Klein hit 2 homers, Dante Biazzi had 5 strikeouts and only gave up 2 hits entering the 5th inning, and the Cougars had a 4-0 lead. Even with 2 men on base, the Big HA were an out away from getting out of the inning thanks to this nice hustle play from shortstop Chris Panzarella. But after that play, the second walk of the inning loaded the bases for the Spartans, with their catcher Ryan Hogan coming to bat. Hogan rode the wind blowing out to right field, and the ball dropped on 23rd Street, and just like that, the game was tied at 4. Just talk about the at-bat, what you saw, and then just go through it.
You know, the first at-bat, he had me beat. He got me on the low inside pitch. And the second bat, a better approach. I got up a good piece of the ball. I was looking just for a pitch I could hit. I got a high outside fastball. I drove.
What are you hoping for out of your guys when you have Dante on the mound like that and you're down 4-0, and all of a sudden 5th inning, the bases, people start getting on base?
Well, I was hoping they'd be selective up there and don't be in awe of them. Get a pitch that you could swing and put in play. And that's what they basically did. In the first couple innings, we were swinging the balls over our head. We swung a lot of pitches out of the strike zone. Then we sort of shrunk the strike zone a little bit, and we were able to put the ball in play. And when you put the ball in play, things happen.
Biazzi came back out to pitch a scoreless top of the 6th inning. In the bottom half of the frame, Jeremy Budgeon hit a single and found himself on third base after the ball got away from the catcher twice. But Bill Gregory, who pitched 7 strong innings for Valley West, got a big strikeout to end the threat. In the top of the 9th, the Spartans loaded the bases again. After a single and 2 bunts for hits, John Vaught drove in what would be the game-winning run. The final after 9 innings, Wyoming Valley West 5, Hazelton area 4. All right, you said everyone was saying Hazelton, maybe no chance coming in for you guys with this. You're down 4-0. What's the attitude like over here in the dugout?
Yeah, we were pretty low. 2 home runs on us, another guy in. It's tough. It's tough to come down when you're 4-0. All you need is that spark, though. That spark carries your team, and we all believe in each other. We know Billy was going to come out, and he was going to shut him out. We know Tommy hitting was going to come around, and we were lucky enough that we came through with those hits, even later in the game, and myself. And it's good that the pitchers carried us and everything like that. It was a good game.
We had opportunities to win the game. The thing I take away from this game is they won the game. We did not lose it or blow it. We had opportunities to win it. We didn't do that. So we got a veteran squad, and this team is a bunch of upperclassmen. They'll bounce back.
So the Cougars are scheduled to jump back into action today in a non-conference game against Parkland. Let's take a look back at some individual performances, though, from their game against Wyoming Valley West. David Klein went 4 for 5 with 2 home runs and 3 runs batted in.
I'm not even talking about the results today with what he did. He had a single and 2 homers, but the swings were there. So that's what we want to see, and that takes a little time. You got to see some live pitching. I mean, these guys have had 9 or 10 plate appearances all year, so it takes a little bit to get the rust out.
Joey Barron came on to pitch in the 7th for Hazleton area. He tossed 2 scoreless innings and struck out 6. He's scheduled to start on Thursday for the Big HA. Well, after getting a win on the mound on Sunday for the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs and then walking to get the game-winning RBI, it was back to business as usual for Russ Kanzler on Monday. With the Iron Pigs down by a run, the Cunningham Crusher crushes this one to left field to tie the game. Russ loves that bullpen area over there. The Pigs are going to start charging him rent at Coca-Cola Park. Kanzler came in as a pinch hitter and went 1 for 2 with this home run. Lehigh Valley took a 4-3 lead into the 9th inning but gave up 2 runs and they lost the game 5-4. Struggling early on this season, the Rail Riders, they lost 6-4 in Music on Monday. Here's the rest of the Standard Speaker FYI scoreboard. Schuylkill League baseball scores for you now. Marion beat Shenandoah Valley and North Schuylkill pretty good this year. They topped Lehighton. Wyoming Seminary was one run better than MMI in the Wyoming Valley Conference as the Preppers get their season underway finally. In softball, Marion beat Shenandoah Valley and Hazleton area topped Crestwood to move to 2-0 on the season. Tamaqua and North Schuylkill were also winners in local softball. On the track, Pottsville swept Tamaqua area. That's sports for tonight. FYI, we'll be right back. Happy Wing Night. It's Wing Night at Bottlenecks. Get $2 off your order of wings or all-you-can-eat wings and boneless wings for only $14.95. Bottlenecks wings are voted best wings in the area year after year.
Good evening, everyone, and here's tonight's social news. First tonight, happy birthday to Nicole Marquez. Love from your family and friends. Our Talk of the Town report, the Fun Fest Committee will be holding their annual Night at the Races fundraiser Friday, April 17th at Capriotti's in McAdoo. Doors open at 6, racing starts at 6:30. Tickets are $7 in advance or $10 at the door. They also have tricky trays, 50-50 raffle, free food, and a cash bar. For info, just call 570-455-1509. Our next announcement, Holy Trinity Orthodox Church, South Kennedy Drive in McAdoo, will be holding a free meal Saturday, April 18th from noon to 2 p.m. The community is invited. And one more announcement, come the Sisters, Breakfast by Gina is back and Bobby D's for lunch and dinner. Famous chef Bobby DeFeo, trained in New York's Little Italy, great Italian and American menu. They're located at 73 North Locust Street in Hazleton, and lunch and dinner starts Friday, April 17th at tonight's Talk of the Town. News 13 would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Dorothy Cherlitsky, formerly of McAdoo. Mass is Friday at 10:30 a.m. in the Church of All Saints. Friends may call Friday at 10 a.m. The Stanley E. Anilowski Funeral Home is assisting the family with the arrangements. And Catherine S. Roman of Tamaqua. Private arrangements are under the direction of the E. Franklin Griffiths Funeral Home. Attention pay-per-view subscribers, if you see your name right now on News 13, you'll have 13 minutes to call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Our winner tonight is Betty Bloss of Drums. Betty, if you're watching, give us a call right now, 570-455-7267, extension 104.
Thanks for watching FYI on this Tuesday. For breaking news, go to facebook.com/FYI News 13 and standardspeaker.com. We'll see you tomorrow. Take it easy, everyone.